I'm so blessed, as usual, to have you inside of my live stream this morning because that means you are looking for debt-free capital to be able to start and scale your business. And I am the go-to person to learn about these debt-free opportunities like grants, incubators, and accelerator programs. I have been writing grants for 10 years and I have a 71% successful grant writing rate. So, I'm not new to this. I'm definitely true to this. In this live stream, I want to show you guys proof. I just got this email this morning from my client, and I've actually this entire week we've been getting some responses from some grants that we have previously applied to, at the top of quarter one since January, February, and now we're at the end of March going into April. So I'm going to show you one great response. I just did a short video about it, and I'm going to show you what this means when you get responses like this and how my client is winning $100,000 right now as we speak. And you guys can actually experience this too, okay? Winning $100,000 grant, whether you are a startup or a small business, it can happen for you. You just need to be consistent in applying, okay? So I'm going to open up my handy dandy laptop here. Good morning for everybody over there on the side of the U.S. Good morning to everybody, or good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm so grateful to have you. My client is winning a $100,000 opportunity, and I just wanted to show you guys what these emails look like and how you should move forward. Most small business owners that actually get these type of responses, they actually don't move forward in doing things like providing the extra documentation to be able to win, corresponding to the email. So at this moment, I'm going to show you this pivot, this point where we're at, and I'm going to show you like what you should do, or educate you on what you should do when you receive these type of emails. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go into my Gmail here. And while I'm pulling up the email, let me go through my grant spiel. Grants is debt-free money that you can get from a business entity. So you don't have to pay these grants back. GRANTS, a grant. A grant is simply a reward that you will get from like a business entity like Macy's, Sephora, Amazon, DoorDash, Uber. You can get a grant reward, which is debt-free money, capital that you don't have to pay back, no credit checks, no personal information needed. You can get this grant money from your local, state, and community governments. So that can be, for example, $10,000 grants going to Fulton County businesses. Let's say $20,000 going to Miami-Dade based businesses, or whatever have you, right? And then you can also get these grants, right? Grants is debt-free money that you don't have to pay back. No credit checks, no personal information needed. This is not traditional lending like loans, lines of credit, and credit cards. Now, you can also get these grants from like, I said from a business entity, for like a private sector, right? So a private investor, kind of like Hello Skip, Hello Alice, right? Those are nonprofit organizations that take in donations from other big ticket companies, and they also use some of their income from streaming to be able to offer like tens of thousands of grant money every month. So grants is debt-free money, debt, DEBT. That means you do not have to pay this back. You don't have to pay it back. Ever thought about getting a free $10,000 just to start your business? Ever thought about getting a free $100,000 to scale your business? Ever thought about getting a free $1 million to $2 million for your tech company, so that way you can take yourself to the next level, or so you can actually develop your product or service? Well, that is what these opportunities are, okay? And yes, they do exist. They have nothing to do with what's going on politically or what's going on in federal and politics or none of that stuff, okay? So I want to show you how you can potentially be in this position as well. Now that you know what a grant is, I use these grant search engines. The number one grant search engine I love to use is grantwatch.com. No, it's not an ad or anything, but I just like their site. Grantwatch.com, grantwatch.com. It is a $45 a month subscription, but so worth it because it allows you to search for all the grants that serve in your favor. That means those industry specific grants, or grants that are only in your particular market. You can find grants that are targeted towards you as an entrepreneur. So let's say you're a woman-owned business or a veteran, right? And then you have like some grants for like nonprofits and stuff that's inside of grantwatch.com. Okay, so grantwatch.com. You guys can download the app Hello Skip. Hello Skip is another place where you can find grants. And HelloSkip themselves, they offer grants as well. And then you have grants.gov. Now, grants.gov is more of like for those government grant opportunities. That's where you would find those type of opportunities when you want to do like get a grant from the government, things like that. Okay. All right. So a grant is a reward. You don't have to pay back. You can get these grants. You can search for these grants using grantwatch.com, grants.gov. You can go to Hello Skip, Hello Alice, right? And there's so many ways you can win a grant. One way is through a random raffle, right? So kind of like you submit an application, they randomly pick. Another way you can win a grant opportunity is by a full judgment. So this is when they do kind of like a grading scale or a point system, and they grade you off of your answers in the completion of the actual grant application. And then you also have some where it's like they would do like a pitch competition, right? And you would submit information or a pitch video about your product or service. You will be on a panel of in front of judges, and then you would go over what the mission, vision, value is of your company, things like that, and then they would choose. And then you have like some grants where it's like first come, first serve. We saw that with COVID relief funds, right? So you know the 4 ways you can win a grant. I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time because I actually have a grant consultation right like in like 15 minutes. So the best way to be prepared, and I also have a separate video diving deep into how to be prepared, but having a business plan, a business pitch deck, and a 90-second business pitch video that goes with the business plan and pitch deck. All are key documents that will help increase your chances of approvals for these grant opportunities. Okay. Now, you can watch some of my live streams that I've done teaching you more about diving deeper into a perfect business plan, a pitch deck, all of that good stuff. I recently did a live stream on how to develop your own pitch video, so you guys can go check that out. But I just wanted to show you this grant email that I received from my client who is moving to the next step. And pretty much once we have this interview with Goldman Sachs, we'll be able to get this opportunity. Okay, so I did a short video about it. I'm going to show you guys here, but I can't really show his information, right? So I have to kind of do this. Let me show you the actual email. Hey, congratulations, friend. All right, so really quick. When you get emails like this, all right, let me explain this to you. This one says, reviewing your application, we're pleased to invite you to interview as a finalist for the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program. All right, so this is really good. In order for your interview to be scheduled, we ask that you complete the interview addendum, which is pretty much providing them with more information. Now, when you guys get this up, now you'll be so surprised that a lot of my clients that I've had in the past, even now, I've noticed like some of you guys have signed up for my tier 1 subscription, and I'm going to start canceling y'all. All right, that don't do what you're supposed to do within the first 7 days. That's because being proactive, one is when you're saying, oh, I need capital, you need to be proactive on this. All right. And it's important to pay attention and to read, and it's important to check your email because you know what you're signing up for. I've noticed that I've had clients where they just simply sign up for my services for me to write grants for them, and they get emails like this so they can be able to move to the next step, win $10,000, win $100,000, whatever have you. And they simply don't read the email on time, or they read the email and they get afraid and they don't forward the email to me because the email says that they need all of these documentations that they believe they don't have, or they just don't comprehend that they can get right now. And so what happens is they miss out on the opportunity. So I do have clients where they have been able to receive some really good responses. But guess what? Like, it's the not doing your due diligence part for me. I've already applied for the grant for you. You're already receiving good responses. Now, when it's time for you to actually go get the money, now you're in position where it's like, oh, you are not checking your email, right? I have actually had a few of my clients where they have received some really good winning emails, just like this one. And guess what? They will wait till the last minute and send it to me and say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see the email. So what is this? Because you're paying me to write grants for you. You're telling everybody you just need capital. When the capital is right there on your dinner plate, you're not eating your dinner. You ain't picking up the fork to execute at all. And I don't know what that is. Maybe you're actually not ready. So this is why I preach this all the time. A lot of you guys say that I need capital, but when it really comes time to actually get the capital, right, and to move forward, it's like we get afraid, we get scared, we chicken out. And it's like you really don't need capital. You actually need mentorship. You need somebody to hold your hand through the entire process. My client here, he's proactive. He ready to go. Okay. But I'm just speaking on the ones that have actually paid for grant writers and even my own service that actually missed out on these type of emails that I just showed you that take that literally you will win. This email literally states that this information, like they need to have the necessary information to move forward by April 18th. What will happen is some of my clients, they would literally wait until April 18th and say, oh, I didn't see the email. You know you're paying for the service to have grants written, right? You understand that the correspondence go to your business email. So why aren't you checking your business email? You have to be vigilant on these things because if you aggressively, and this goes right back to my live streams that I was doing earlier this week, saying that you are treating your business like a side hustle. You're putting that 9 to 5 in on the forefront as your lifeline, and depending on that only one stream of income, that you're literally missing out on other opportunities from networking opportunities, gaining clients, and going out there to go get them, right? Creating awareness around your business and actually catching sales because you are actually putting your 9 to 5 or whatever stream of income, that one stream of income that you are solely relying on, you're putting that as a priority, and that's not the way to go. Don't miss out on $100,000 grant opportunities simply because you want to be comfortable with the same income stream you've been having, but you're telling all of your friends, coworkers, and family members that you want to experience financial freedom. You're contradicting yourself, and you're just talking for your own ego. Move aside for the ones who really win in this money and who really get in this grant money. Goldman Sachs alone, having Goldman Sachs recognize your business alone, the recognition alone is a grant. Is a grant. So shout out to my client who actually is moving forward. I've also gotten some other really good emails as well from my other clients, like a $5,000. We got a couple of $5,000 wins on the way. But I like to, focus on like the big wins because that's what catches you guys' eye. And yeah, don't forget to check your email. And the best ways for you to stay organized when you are applying to grants yourself, I always say this, but create your own spreadsheet, because when you create a spreadsheet, you'll be able to go through your grant spreadsheet every month. Create a spreadsheet. Don't just do one full spreadsheet and just only no, every month create a new spreadsheet, a new spreadsheet, a new spreadsheet. So that way you can go back to your spreadsheets from, let's say, January, February, right? And you can see, when did you apply to this grant? This grant, I believe we applied to this one back in January. So now it's March 21st and we're just now getting a response. You see how that works? Grants do not have a quick turnaround time. You have to give them at least 30 days after the application deadline date to let you know if you are selected. But with $100,000 on the line, I mean, you got to be willing to give them some time to review your application and choose the best candidates, especially if you're going for a higher ticket grant like $1 million. Yes, it's possible, but you simply just have to believe in it, and you got to be properly prepared. Now, I'm not going to lie. Majority of my clients who win these types of grants are clients who are already revenue generating businesses. This client here is already generating revenue. He already got business taxes from 2023. He already has all of what he needs to do, a business plan, a pitch deck, a pitch video. So you need to be properly prepared as well. That is how he was able to increase his chances of approvals, because we was able to submit all of this documentation, and now they're coming back asking for more documentation so we can go ahead and finish up the process of him winning his grant. So are you actually ready for these grants, or are you just saying you need capital to strike your own ego? You got to think about it. And if you are just saying it, stop saying it, all right? Because don't nobody want to hear the fluff no more. Not in 2025. We only want executors, only people who really ready to strive for greatness, and move to the side so the real players can play in the game and win the championship. Because you ain't doing nothing but just taking up space on the field, and you ain't catching no plays. You ain't tackling, no. You ain't playing. You ain't playing offense or defense. No. Okay, that's just not how this works. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys the last like 10 minutes. Go ahead and ask me any questions about any grants. Okay, I'll show you guys this grant email one more time. Okay. Goldman Sachs invited him to interview for as a finalist, which is really good. Goldman Sachs is really good. Who knows about Goldman Sachs? I know about Goldman Sachs. Actually, I applied for this grant and I never got any response. So shout out to my client who, low key, I applied to the grant for you, but you done pretty much took my own opportunity. But it's cool. It's all a fair game. But I'm really excited for him, and then also all of my other clients who have gotten some $5,000, feedback, win feedback, and stuff like that from this week. Good morning, friend. I got an email. I've been feeling under the weather, and I'm here and excited to move forward. Thank you for being you. It's my pleasure. Um, I got an email. Okay, congratulations. Yeah, definitely. So you guys got to move forward with these emails, man. Whatever email you got to move forward. Got to move forward. If you want me to help you, it's not cheap. Nope. And also, while we're at it, remember, you guys, towards the end of March, because come April 1st, the prices are not going to be the prices anymore. We're in quarter two, come April 1st. And I've been, very lenient and very, you know what I mean? But yeah, when quarter two comes, I'm only focusing on tech companies and people who actually are revenue generating businesses that I can assist to get these grants. Like I said, majority of my clients that win these grants are already generating revenue because they are prioritizing their business. They're not treating their business like a side hustle, and they ain't scared to go for these opportunities. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, what questions do you guys have? The last like 5 minutes. I'm really excited because today we're redoing the doors inside of the apartment. It's gonna look great. It's gonna look great. All right. Does that mean you will no longer work with IT companies? No, that means I will definitely work with IT companies. I'm working with any company that's generating revenue. How about that? But no more startups who are not really actually ready. Because what I've been getting is people who are signing up for even my tier one subscription, which is $150 a month, and I have no more openings for that. So that's it. But I've been getting people who are signing up and they are actually not even completing the first step, which is completing the Google form so I can have information to be able to submit your grants for you. I've been getting people who have not been attending to their emails. I've been getting people who have, and I don't want those type of clients. I want clients who are understanding of what they're paying for and not just paying for something and letting something. This is not credit repair. This is not credit repair. You don't just pay me and then just let it go. And then, okay, you spend the block in like 2 to 3 months and you ask, okay, what's going on with the grant I paid you to apply for? Like, no, that's not how this works. I want you to comprehend the entire process. And the thing is that I've been getting startups who truly don't comprehend the process, but simply feel like this is a business expense that they just want to put on someone else and put that task on someone else. And no, that's not how this works. Getting grants is an extra stream of income for your business. It is not a dependency opportunity. Matter of fact, no opportunity in your business development journey should be dependent on. It's literally a 50-50 chance that you will get a loan, line of credit card, grant, incubator, accelerator program, or any type of networking event opportunity, right? So, or investment opportunity. So, I have some clients that have the mindset of, oh, I want to go for a grant because Shelby's talking about it so much that it seems so easy. It seems so easy to get that I want her to apply to these grants so I don't have to pay back any money, and I can use this grant to be able to start my business, when that is the wrong idea. See, these grantors want to see what have you already invested, what time have you already invested, do you have some skill development, do you have some client, any type of client testimonials, do you have a actual plan, right? Do you have goals? What are your goals? What is your strategy? How do you plan to get money? Are you already catching sales, even if it's one or two? That's why a majority of these businesses that win these grant opportunities are already generating revenue, simply because they've already committed to the process. They've already been able to show that this is needed in the market. And there's no doubt about it that they have a need for the grant, because the grant will actually help them develop in their product or service. So yeah, but yeah, I'm still helping. I'm helping with everybody who is pretty much like generating revenue. Can you share your experience of the $5 million grant you went on in Nigeria? Please tell us about crowdfunding. So the $5 million grant took me 9 months to get. It is a federally funded grant by the U.S. I went through grants.gov to be able to get it, and it's simply to develop a hospital software in South Africa specifically. So I was able to I have a medical background, so I created a hospital software, and yeah, it just went from that to, the money goes towards them developing that and putting that inside of their hospital and all of their small clinics, and it's an actual phase, so you don't get the full $5 million up front. But this is U.S. funded, and because now we have Doge in the mix, I'm pretty sure that opportunity is no longer available. Crowdfunding. So as far as in crowdfunding is pretty much about you raising funds. So you can do like a dinner, you can do like a luncheon, you can do like a picnic or something, and just raise awareness about your nonprofit or your for-profit product or service. And then you would pretty much pitch to a crowd to have them donate to you. That's pretty much what that is. I need a grant trying to open a store. Okay, visit grantwatch.com. Go ahead and search for them, and good luck. I've been in business for over 2 years. I've expanded to a new state. Am I eligible for a grant? Yeah, you are eligible for a grant. Any business, no matter what stage you are, no matter what type of business you have, no matter what race, gender, ethnic group, or sexuality you are a part of, no matter where you stay in the United States or in the world, you are eligible for a grant opportunity. Visit grantwatch.com. I'll say it again, grantwatch.com, and go ahead and search for grants that serve in your favor. And you can find grants all over the world, and go ahead and apply to it and see if you can win. And the consistency is what actually helps you win, and be properly prepared. I'm not going to go over everything that you need to have, because I have so many different live streams. I've been getting on this live on YouTube live every day, 9 a.m. Eastern time, telling you guys about how to be properly prepared. This is why when April 1st comes, I'm no longer having this conversation at all. Which of your tiers do you have an opening? Tier 3, and it's $600 a month. Yep. Tier 3, which is $600 a month. I'm only taking serious clients only. I'm done with y'all startups. Love you, but you ain't ready for this type of game for real. You're not ready. And I got more than enough free information on YouTube that will show you how to get ready. And when you get ready and you got the money, let's then come play the game. But this is only for the big dogs. This is only for the ones who really in the game, who playing defense and offense. Okay. Yeah. Any last questions? The last 2 minutes, and I'm going to let you guys go. Yep. Where can you get info for my tier 3? You can simply text tier 3 to my number, 855-731-1487. You can also book a one-on-one consultation with me to just make sure you are properly prepared and ready. First, you need to have a business plan, a pitch deck, and at least, and then have your business foundation set up properly, like an LLC, EIN, a website for sure. If you don't have that, then no, you don't qualify for my tier 3. So yeah. You can text, and I'll put my number here in the chat for you. Text tier 3 to 731-1487. I'll put it in the chat for you. 1 second. Is it important to get a website when you not launch the business? Yes, because we live in a digital age. So if nobody can Google you, then are you actually legit? And that is the mindset that most people have nowadays. If they can't Google you, then they don't believe that you are a legit business. Even if you don't have the service or product actually launched yet, having a website just shows commitment to the brand development. You're welcome. Any other questions? 1487. All right, so I just put my number. If you're ready for, I'll definitely, but my number is here for you. Hey Shelby, I love that you come on live every day to help us. Absolutely. April 1st, I will not be doing it anymore. So congratulations. You're catching me at the last couple of days. Sounds like we got a little frustration going on today. Be good to yourself so you can be the best. No, I don't have frustration, Miss Vicky, at all. I'm just being very direct. I think that this is the side that you guys maybe want to see, like someone who's like a care bear. I don't have frustration, but I'm not frustrated at all. I don't think so. So I'm hoping I'm not accepting that. I'm not accepting that. No, I'm not accepting that. I'm not frustrated at all. But I'm being very direct because let's be honest, like if you want to be an entrepreneur, and you say that you're an entrepreneur and you're getting into it, have a great day. See you later, Kenneth. And you're not coming prepared to the table. I mean, come on. Like, are you really giving yourself the actual chance? And I'm not going to baby you about this because, to be honest with you, in this entrepreneurship world, it is not a playground. It is not a playground. It's not a walk in the park, and it's not like a walk on a beach. Like, it's really people out here that you are in competition with who want to rip your head off in this game, period. Whether you know this when you start or you don't. And I can't baby you in this development process. I have to be very direct and straightforward with you because before you get in that room with those people who will really chew you off, and then you're going to be like, oh, and then what are you going to feel like? Oh, I guess, like, they're not going to, like, what are you going to say to them? They're already multimillionaires. You want to be in their position, so you haven't even came across a real butthole for real in a networking space where it's like they make the money that you want to make, and you're simply asking them a question on how to get there, and they literally turn their head to you. Like, I've been in those spaces before, and it's not fun at all. But you got to have a heart of a lion, and you got to be tough. You have to be tough. Like, this is not, oh, I just want to do this for these people. Like, what if your customers don't like you? Right? Like, how are you going to handle that? So I'm not frustrated at all. I'm just being very direct. So sorry, Miss Vicky, if it sounds like I'm being frustrated. Yeah, be good to yourself so you can be your best for others. Yeah, I'm good to myself every day. You got to pray every day. So yes, I respect that you're being direct. It's business. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it is business. It's not like, oh, like, come to class, I'm your teacher. Like, no, this is not that at all. Like, this is not that at all. Because like I said, when April 1st comes, you won't see me on here. You won't see me on here, and you're going to be like, I wish I had somebody. Yes. So that person that you're looking for, pay them tens of thousands of dollars. And if you do not believe that I've paid hundreds. Okay. One of my mentors is $125,000. Yes. Just one of my mentors. You got to pay to play this game for real. And if you just want to stay in this, like, certain income bracket, okay, cool. Like, I'm not targeting you. I'm targeting the ones who want to make $1 million in a year. That's who I'm targeting. Find time the rest of the day. Okay, we will all make it, Amy. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, like, no, you guys, I'm not like frustrated. I hate that you guys think I am. I'm literally just being like completely direct. And maybe it's because I've been coming on here so much. That's why I'm changing my direction. I noticed that you were upset last live because which I felt was I was directed at me. I would have supported much more. I'm currently living in my car. Not everyone is playing games, and I really appreciate your work. Absolutely, and I totally get it. Things are challenging. I totally get it. Like, I've been homeless too in my years of doing this, and I don't complain. I've never complained. I've never complained. I've never complained. I got my behind beat all the time in a past relationship. Guess what? After that relationship, I was homeless. And then after that, I had to figure out a way to get to it. Then I left the country and then moved. Then I was homeless in another country for just a little bit until I was able to connect myself. And then I was able to build my, like, by the grace of God. This is not all by me. This is all by God. Then going from that, like, you guys already know my entire journey. I don't complain about anything at all. I'll never forget the time that I was actually living in hotel to hotel. Then I didn't have the money to live in hotel and hotel. And then I had to go stay on a friend's couch, which I only had 3 days to stay on a friend's couch because she allegedly said that she couldn't allow me to stay in her apartment no more. I went through that. I've went through the same thing you guys, most likely a lot of what you have went through or experienced as well, but I don't complain about it because guess what? We all will have a testimony when we make it there. I'm not upset or anything like that. I'm just being more direct because I have other stuff I have to do. You know, I have like, and it's like I feel like I give so much good free game, and it's kind of like, are you guys listening to the free game or actually taking advantage of all the videos I have, or are you just watching me for your own entertainment just to make yourself feel good about coming on here every day and feeling like you're doing something for your business? Like, no, like, I want you guys to actually execute. So sometimes you gotta like hear the directness, right? Sometimes you gotta hear that so you know, like, okay, get to it. Your passion, okay. But I do suggest please don't give so much free valuable information for free. Make us pay so you won't get mad when we utilize it. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess so. Your passion is palpable. We have to take responsibility for our growth. Exactly. Thank you. It's all passion. YouTube is for free. It's for free info, but you can keep the valuable info. Just don't want to feel like I'm mooching off of you. I just wanted to learn. Absolutely. We appreciate every information you give us. Yeah, I do believe that you guys appreciate it. That's why I'm like not going to be on here on live streams anymore come April 1st because I've given up enough free information for you to be able to scale and know what's going on. A lot of the information I gave out, like I said, I've paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to my mentor to learn these strategies, to be able to have this mindset, to bring to you guys, to answer you guys' questions for free, all that good stuff. And so it's just kind of like, you know, I think we have enough information. Okay, so all right, you guys. So I'm gonna get off of here. I'm not frustrated. But I have other things to do. All right. I have tech projects. I got this renovation going on right now. All right. So, you know, you definitely give us great content. Some of us will never execute, but some of us will use the tools. You are valuable, knowledgeable, and you matter to us. I believe that for sure. Thank you so much. All right. So enjoy the rest of your day, and shout out to my client who's moving forward. And I hope this motivates you to continue to apply the grants yourself and give yourself a chance. Okay. Wish you all the best regardless. You helped me a lot. Thank you. My pleasure. I'll see you guys next time.